today's yoga conditioning class for core strength. As you know, I'm a yoga teacher and I'm also a health and wellness coach. Health and wellness coaching is based on positive psychology. And for today's class, I will encourage everyone to focus both on mind and physical health. So if we think about what's happening at the moment to the entire world, there's a lot of worry, anxiety, uncertainty, and that can affect the mind very deeply and any motivation you have to strengthen the body and exercise. So I'd like to encourage everyone today to think of the thoughts that come to your mind when you wake up, whether you're falling into the trap of negative thinking, and can we challenge that and replace any negative thoughts with a positive mindset? So when you wake up in the morning, could you say to yourself and the world, today is going to be a good day. Oh, if only for today, I will not worry and I'm going to just do my best to stay strong and healthy. And we can work with mantras like, I am strong, I am brave, I am healthy, I am able for anything. Mantras like that, you can replace mine with ones you prefer and just bring them into your daily routine. It can take a little while to build up that habit, but once you do, you'll notice the effects it has on your physical strength. So let's start the class, and for today I'm going to be using some weights. These are 1.5 kilo weights. You could replace these with bags of sugar or cans of beans, anything that you might have at home. And I've also got these yoga blocks. These could be books if you don't have any blocks, and if you don't want to use these props, that's fine, you don't have to. We can still get really strong with just the carpet. Okay, so let's go, can't wait. We'll start with Yogic Bicycles. So coming onto the sit bones, releasing the legs ahead. Yogic Bicycles will target the side obliques and the front abdominals, so that belly area for that inner strength feeling. Taking yourself to the front of the mat on the sit bones, hands scoop under the thighs, face forwards, lengthen the spine as you inhale. With a long deep exhale, C-curve the spine and gently roll it down to the mat. Let the feet walk in towards the sit bones. From here, take your hands, interlace the fingers and place them behind the crown of the head. Knees up, just about in line to over the hips. From here, feel the inner core muscles turn on. So you're going to inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, draw the low belly in. So belly button into spine. So you're gently pressing the low back into the mat. And then, with that sense of an engaged core, you're going to use those core muscles to draw the crown of the head gently up. So you're just hovering it forwards with the chin coming towards the chest. A little gap between the chin and the clavicles. Then from here, we're going to gently, slowly release the left leg long. We're going to take, with an exhale, the left elbow towards the right knee. Inhale to switch and exhale, right elbow to left knee, right leg extends, left knee draws in. And you're going to keep following a rhythm with your breath, keep working into those bicycles. You could build up some speed, but if you go slowly, it's actually more challenging. And you're going to try and just focus on your technique. Technique is drawing that low belly in, squeezing in to the side oblique, and switching left elbow to right knee, switching right elbow to left knee as the opposite leg extends, and switching, and switch. And just keep it going as long as you can. You're going to feel those inner abdominals gently burning You're going to feel the strength. We want you to feel good. You are in control of this exercise. You have the power. Then when you feel like you've done enough, very slowly, gently release the head down and comfortably release the feet down. Take the hands back to the side body, open the feet to the sides of the mat, gently release both knees to the left, let the feet soften out so you're just on the sides of the feet now. Feel the obliques relax, so they're not squeezing in, they're going to be soft for this. Breathing into the belly, exhaling any tension, inhaling strength, exhaling any worries. Coming back through center with the low belly in, and then release to the other side. Inhaling, exhaling. Another long deep breath here. And then gently drawing those knees back into chest, hugging in. Give yourself a gorgeous, loving hug. And now we're going to come on to the hands and knees for tabletop. So gently rock up. Gently stretch the feet back. Come to the knees. Knees under hips. So think of that knee under hip alignment. Really spread the palms and find a neutral spine as you draw the low belly in and gaze down the nose. So that's that comfortable tabletop alignment. We're going to start from here. This is a bird-dog sequence, working the inner core and strengthening the spine. From this position, you're going to reach the right leg back, just sliding it back, and then draw the left arm up and ahead. Raise the right foot, and notice if you're in a sense of stability here. If that right hand feels like it's too far forwards or back, just realign so you feel like you can hold the position. Now can you take your attention to the core and to that right hip. If the right hip was dropping down, raise it in line to the left hip bone. There are ACEs points, the anterior superior iliac crest points of the pelvis. Then looking down the nose, start lengthening through that left hand, creating space, and all the way to the back right heel of the right foot. Keep drawing your low belly in and keep finding a nice sense of tension from the crown of the head to the tailbone. So you're elongating, breathing into the core, strengthening the body, holding into it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then placing left hand down, right knee down, arms stretching forwards, child's pose stretch, breath flowing, drawing back up, left hand places underneath shoulder this time, and we're going to release the left leg back as we raise the right hand up, lengthening through the right hand, raising the right heel up, and again, can we come to that body confidence, body strength, physical strength. If the left hip's dropping, which can happen, can you use your inner psoas, the core muscle, to draw it back up in line to the right hip, stabilizing the body, finding any stability in the back right toes if you'd like to curl them, lengthening through the right arm, gazing down the nose, pressing back through the right heel, softening the left elbow if you need to, try not to lock out the arm, so you have that muscle control and activity in the upper left arm. Breathing into it, strong in the body, for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, slowly release the hand down, knee down, arms forwards, inhale, exhale, hips back, child's pose stretch. Now we're going to come to a more dynamic movement from tabletop. Left arm lifts, right leg back. Stabilize. So if you're feeling wobbly, maybe move that right hand back or forwards. From here, maybe lengthen through the back toe this time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Spine curls. C-curve spine, and open back out.
Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Curve the spine. And open. And repeat. That's your exhale, so the low belly is drawing in and open. And in. And open. So you're going to keep going. Let's just do 3 more. Last one. Holding in and opening out, lengthening. Hand to mat, left hand down, right hand down. Maybe just sway out the hips a little. Breathing into the belly. Good. Now opposite side. See how it feels to curl the toes to get that nice stretch. Opening, reaching through the right hand. Left foot back. Left foot lifts. Option to point the left toes this time. As you reach and lengthen, inhale. As you exhale, left knee into that right elbow and reach it back out, lengthen. Breathe on the inhale, exhale in. See, curving the spine. Opening out to the length on the inhale, exhaling back in on that next one. And repeating. Good, you're doing it, keep it going. Great strength, nice and slow for control. Find that technique. I am strong, I'm happy, and I feel really good. Yeah, we're using those mantras. Yes, we are. Feels strange. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Slowly in. Elbow to knee. Reach it out. Hands back to mat, so you should feel a little bit of exhaustion if you have it. Sit the hips down. Do a nice little knee wide stretch, frog stretch. So hands to the inner thigh, knees gently wide, chest forwards. Find that inhale. And exhale, sink the hands down. Maybe you'll come to the forearms. And reach the hands further open along the mat, lengthening the arms. And just sink down, breathe into it. This is our restorative stretch in between the core. So try and really let go of any tension. Try and soften the obliques. Stay wherever you want to be, either arms down or forearms. We're going to relax into it for 4 longer, deeper breaths. Gently rise up and just come back to sitting on the heels. Let's go for a plank sequence next. So taking the hands onto the mat, spreading those fingers and gently engaging the muscles of the fingers. So just feel a softness in the knuckles and imagine you're really gripping into the floor. From here, we'll lengthen one leg back just to find that nice alignment of the leg. Gaze down the nose, and then we'll start with one plank hold. Both left and right legs are long now. Toes curl to the mat. Shoulders over wrists. If you're sinking the hip, draw the low belly in and feel like you're pressing the floor away. Keep gazing down the nose and create a length and alignment from the crown of the head to the shoulders, to the sit bones, to the back heels. And then imagine you're really peeling the belly button right into the back spine. You could engage your glutes, engage the thighs and quads, and keep staying strong here in the hold. We'll just keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Little stretch, not for too long. Just that in-between sorbet. Coming back up. Now this time we're going to repeat that plank, but we're going to drop the knees so it's a little bit more dynamic. So back into the plank shape, pushing the floor away, trying not to sink the hips, raising them up, maybe squeezing those shoulder blades together, looking down the nose, inhaling, exhale, knees to mat, Just hover them about an inch above and lift back up. Inhale, exhale, drop the knees and lift. So we'll repeat that 3 times. Good. Keep it going, you've got the strength. Maybe one more. You've got it. And knees down, stretch. Feels so good. Now we're going from tabletop to plank with arm lifts. So tabletop, plank, arms lifting. We'll start with right side. Raise the arm up, back, back to the mat. Left hand up ahead, back to the side body, back to the mat. Switch, right arm ahead, back, mat. Switch, and switch. And we'll just do this 3 more times. And switch. Last one, left, back. We'll do right, forwards and back. Hands back to mat, low belly in, knees down, sit bones back. Another great plank option is shoulder taps. So we'll do that next. So holding that plank, spine in a straight line, hips staying in line with the shoulders, we're going to now shoulder tap, right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right. So take a moment to find your breather. Find that inner strength that you have got. Look down the nose, plank position, low belly in, strength through the body, working 100% of our muscle groups. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right. Can you keep those hips stable? And switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. So you could go slow, but try and keep those hips from wobbling, and switch. How long can you go for? Maybe you can go for longer than me. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Stretch back. Or even try the frog stretch. Now coming onto your sit bones. We're going to do a boat series, but targeting the obliques. So our boat's going to twist left to right. Starting with the sit bones down to the mat. Create a little space, so give the fascia around the glute some opening encouragement. Just gently massage it out with the hands. Scoop the thighs up. Ankles just gently in line to the knees. If the spine collapses back, see how it's curving and just dropping. Try and engage your core, low belly in, and open the heart and chest to lift up. Then from here, we're going to take our hands across the chest. Now if you wanted more strength and a bit of weight, you would take your weights into the hands and hold them across the chest in that boat pose. I'm going to start without them, but that's an option. So back into position, spine lengthening, so sternum towards the knees, heart opens, shoulders gently down and back. Static boat hold to start. This time, 3, 2, 1. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. And I'm going to gently twist to the left, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale at center, exhale, twist, and repeat. Twist. Keep twisting, keep working it, keep lifting the toes a little so they're not dropping, and just repeat. Twist, twist. If it gets too much for the thighs, for the glutes, swing down, shake the legs out. So any tension, just kick it out and then come back up, try it out again. Now we're going to look at our gate pose, Parigasana in Sanskrit. Taking the hips over the knees, coming to the left side of the mat or your right side. Then I'm curling into my back right foot, your right side foot, and making sure not to swing the ankle out. So just to show you that sense of opening up too far. Try and keep that nice alignment of knee to heel. That's a muscle group exercise. You need to squeeze the outer muscles of the ankle. And then coming to that left side leg long. Now, if that left knee was uncomfortable, I'm noticing a little twinge, you would just pad it out with any fabric. So I'm going to use just a little yoga blanket and put it underneath my right knee. Oh, that feels much better. Okay, now taking again, left leg long, I'm going to lift and pivot the foot so the toes reach up to the ceiling. I'm going to start with the gate pose itself. So I'm going to use a block as a prop underneath my right hand and then reaching the left arm up, gazing up at it if you feel good, and then taking the arm overhead. So you could either be pivoted on that left foot or just press the foot down into the earth. So that will deepen the stretch. So you're sending the energy from the femur, the leg, upper thigh, down through to the foot, pressing through the sides of that left foot, stretching the arm up and over, left arm reaches up and over, right hand is planting to the earth, gazing to the side and just stretching into that asana, Parigasana. Breathing, inhaling, exhaling. Now we're going to sweep the lifted arm back and release out the foot. We're going to take it to strength instead of stretch, the purpose of this class. And this time we're going to hold that weight above the head. We're going to find alignment of wrist over shoulder. We're going to take our leg back into gate pose hold. Now because I'm adding strength, I'm going to pivot on the heel and hold it in that position. I'm going to use my block. You want to just have a nice stable position for the block. You don't have to use the block, see if you need it. And now I'm going to reach that weight up and over. Find that right side hip wants to stay over the right side knee. So if it swings back, draw the low belly in, gently pressing it forwards. So you're very active now in the muscle groups and it's no longer so much of a stretch, but more of a abdominal squeeze, a little quad action, and try and squeeze the glutes a little here as well. Arm reaches up, inhale, exhale, sweep the arm just halfway down, hold into the strength, keep squeezing the abdominals, low belly in, and reaching it back up. Good. Let's do 4 more. Just keep that neck really comfortable, gaze to the side, or anywhere that's needed, anywhere that feels good. You might like to gaze down and back. Good. Okay, 2 more. Have I lost count again? Oh, I'm really working those muscle groups. I can feel my arms fatiguing now. Last one. Okay, slowly release the weight down. And let's end on a gate stretch, Parigasana stretch. Feels good. Whew. And releasing, hands to mat, releasing the knees, hands to thighs. So let's switch to the other side. So this side, I'm starting hips over knees. Left hand, going to find the block, reaching right leg long. Starting with my foot pressing into the mat so it's at a side angle. If that gets uncomfortable during the sequence, you remember you can just lift and pivot off the toes and just put the weight into the heel. Reposition the heel just in line to the opposite knee. And then starting with the gate pose stretch. Hand softens to the mat or the block. Opposite arm, right arm sweeps up and over. Gently pressing that left hip forward so it's over the left knee. Reaching to the stretch, breathing into it. Glorious stretch. Parigasana. Gate pose. So nice. And if only we could stay there, but we're not. We're going to keep it going. Find that strength. Sweep the hand back to the side body. We're going to pick up our weight. Don't need my blanket this side. And position the hand up and over. Right wrist over right shoulder. Gaze comfortably either forwards or down, side or down. Draw that low belly in. Breathe here. Be here. And then gently, slowly, with core control, release the weight and lower it gradually down halfway. So the wrist is then in that horizontal line to the shoulder. Breathe into it and press it back up. So find the inhale and exhale, lower and reach it back up. Good. And lower. Maybe you'd like to follow the hand with the gaze. Keeps that technique and control. We'll do 4 more. Reaching up. I am strong. Use your mantra. I am brave. I am healthy. Good. Last one. Now slowly lowering the weight down, releasing the hips and knees back together. Hands to the thighs. Let's close the eyes a moment and gather our intention for the rest of practice. Now think of this as the sorbet in between the core work, our nourishing stretch for the abdominals and glutes in the thighs. We've got the knees open, sitting sit bones to heels. Hands to thighs, sit bones to heels, knees nice and wide to the sides of the mat. Taking the hands just gently ahead, and then we're going to press through the right side arm, reaching the left arm up. Now as you're reaching up, feel that chest, heart open, gaze up, lengthen from the belly button towards the left arm. And then threading the left arm underneath the right armpit, thread the needle style. We're going to gently release onto the left shoulder and maybe walk those right fingers forwards and soothe into the stretch. Okay, breathe here, release into it, and then just repeat. Arm lifts up, inhaling. Exhaling to thread your needle. Gorgeous. Opening up, lengthening. Exhaling under. Left arm under right elbow. So you can see I'm tenting my right fingers and just bending through the right elbow as I drop to thread the needle. You could be slightly released further, just see how it feels. And now we're going to stay into the stretch. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Gently pressing through the right palm, palm under shoulder, gently lifting that left shoulder open and out. And then switching sides, so left palm underneath left shoulder, right arm reaches up, heart opens, and threading that needle. So left fingertips are tenting and coming onto that right shoulder, releasing the gaze gently under, and repeating. Inhale, lifting, opening. Exhale, threading the needle. Just one more. Inhale to lift, heart opens, nourishing the body, soothing the mind. Exhale to sink. Now let's hold it and breathe into it. 3, 2, 1. And back to neutral hands. From here, we're going to scoop the low belly in, curve the spine, gently engage into the abdominals. So you're bracing into the belly. Now in order to get that sense of bracing the abdominals, imagine that a ball was coming towards your belly button and you were preparing your belly button, so strengthening the muscles. So low belly in, spine is curving, chin, neck, shoulders are relaxing, lifting the hands up. Keep that belly bracing, keep the muscles engaged in the core, taking the hands behind the crown of the head with that interlacing of the fingers. Chin relaxed towards the chest, keep bracing, low belly in, bracing the belly. So we're active in the core. And we're going to just find a gentle neutral spine, gazing forwards, inhaling. And as we exhale, we'll open the elbows out. That's it. Let the heart open. Keep a little engagement into the core
And just feel that thoracic extension. So upper heart, chest opening, upper spine gently curving, but still a little engaged into the low belly. Good. Now we're going to inhale. Exhale, C curve in. Collapse elbows gently down, collapse the chin down. Curvature of the spine. Inhaling, opening out. Deep stretch, but not losing complete control of the abdominals. Exhaling back through. C curve of the spine. Inhaling, elbows open. Heart opens. Exhaling, C curve. Last one. Inhale, elbows open, heart opens. Good vibes in. Exhale, C curve. Good. And release. Hands to mat. Knees gently in. Just releasing out those toes. Curling into the toes. And coming on to the sit bones. Sliding back down to the spine. C curve of the spine. From here, we're going to do some gentle rotation for the hip, the pelvis, but add the strength. So we're going to take the knees up and over those hips. We're going to reach the arms to the side and press the shoulders down and back. Can you engage your low belly in? So squeeze into those abs. Keep pressing through the palms, and even as you press the arms and palms, shoulders down, can you feel the back muscles, the multifidus muscles of the spine, those little dense matrix muscles engage. And now, breathe, inhale. Exhale, knees rotate to the left. Draw them back to center. Inhale, exhale, knees to the right. Back to center. And repeat. Use the breath and release each exhale with the knee. Good. You're going to keep your reps going nice and slow so the technique is there and you've got the control. Remembering that everything's coming from the center of your body. So just underneath the belly button, all those muscles are engaging, active and strong. We're finding all that inner strength. If you get a little bit confident, you might reach the knees a little lower each time. But if it feels out of control, and if you're not feeling the muscles engage, think of less range of motion. So maybe just come halfway and back. And repeat. And each time you practice this, each week will get easier. So you'll be able to take it that little bit further with control. Each side. Okay, so we've got the hang of that. Take the knees into chest, hug the knees, so hands to the shins. Even just swivel out the pelvis a little, that gorgeous rock. Longer, deeper inhale, longer, deeper exhale. Now we're going to repeat, but use the weights just 4 times. So I'm going to leave it up to you if you keep going, your reps could deepen from 4 till 8. Okay. So I'm going to do 6 reps. If you're practicing at home, you could take this to 10. Take the hands up above the shoulders. Notice if the shoulders are peeling away from the mat. Gently press them down to the floor. So it's that pressing to earth, core active and engaged. Then reaching through the arms. Squeezing your weight. Breathing into it. As you inhale, exhale, knees to the left. Back through center, no rush. Breathe into it. To the right. Now I can tell my range of motion cannot go as far because once I try and go far, the arm tends to slip and you want to keep that alignment, wrists over shoulders. So when you feel anything coming out of place,
stop the range of motion. Use your core as a brake. Low belly in and pull it back. Good, okay, some of my reps have kept going just to keep up the demo, so I'll do 2 more. Now I can feel the shoulder lift to the left side, so I need to engage and brace that core. Slide the weights back to the mat. Squeeze the knees to chest. Gorgeous hug. Long deep exhale. And now I'm going to switch to take the block this time, yoga block, or you could use your book in between the thighs, using the wider side of the block. Gentle grip. Now notice when you grip your block or book, try and notice what muscles you're engaged. So you really come into that body-mind connection. What we want to do is activate the inner adductor muscles of the thigh, the psoas muscle, which in turn switches on the spine strength, so engages into the spine muscles. So think of an elastic band in behind the belly button. You want to squeeze that band in, squeeze the inner thighs, and gently activate, squeeze the glutes. So once you have all that turned on, press the palms down to the side body. Switch the shoulders gently down and back, or just place them down and back, I should say. Then get comfortable in the knee over hip alignment, so lift up those knees. Point through the toes, that's going to activate more muscle groups in the backs of the shins. Take a moment, close the eyes, use your mantra. I am strong. I am calm. I am brave. And then from here, we're just going to hover the toes down 2 inches or 1 and bring them back up. And repeat. Good. So as you inhale, exhale the toes down, draw back up and repeat. So that in itself I find challenging. If you were to bring the toes all the way down to the mat, it's not super good for the spine. It's a little bit too much pressure. And also the abdominals tend to switch off. So it's not about how far you go, it's about how engaged are you in those muscle groups. Belly, inner thigh, glute, bum area, switched on and engaged. Okay. Now I'm going to see how it feels to take the hands behind the crown of the head and just lift up. Use the abdominals to lift the chin just a little, and it's going to now add a rotation, so I'm switching on those side obliques. So without moving the feet, left elbow towards right knee on the exhale, back to neutral and switch, to neutral and switch. So inhale at neutral, core active. Exhale to switch, left elbow to right knee and right elbow to left knee. Keep pointing through the toes, keep very active in the core muscles, active in the inner thigh muscles, and active in those glutes. We'll go for 4, 3, slow and controlled, 2, we're not feeling anything in the neck because we're using that core, 1, and then slowly, gently relax the neck down and take that block away, gently swaying out the pelvis. And you can repeat any of those reps if you loved the sensation, or move along with me now. So from here, I'm just going to hug that right knee into chest, release the left leg long, keeping an active left leg, so keep it lifted up. This is going to stay working into the muscles, but give us that gorgeous stretch. And switch, left leg hugs in, and right leg lengthens, and switch. Can you inhale and exhale to switch, and switch. Good, now I'm going to place my right foot down, a little bit of sorbet stretching in between, happy baby stretch, taking the left hand inside that left leg, left elbow to inner left knee. Gently hugging and looping my hand around to the outer left foot, pressing the base of the foot up to the mat. And then feeling that gentle opening through the left hip, nice deep stretch as I root through the right side foot. So opening up through the left side thigh, inner glute, left glute, a little bit of a stretch, little groin stretch. You could even gently rock into it, ebb and flow into it. Peel into it. Option to lengthen the right leg long or stay onto the foot. I prefer the feeling of pressing to the foot. And then just gently switching. Left. Oh. Left foot places to the earth, right knee in. Right hand comes to the inside of the right knee. Right elbow to right knee. Hand loops around the outer right foot. Press the foot up to the ceiling. Inhaling. Exhale, peel the foot towards the earth. Peel the right knee down towards the earth. So you're deepening into that happy baby stretch. Option to lengthen the left leg or just keep that pressure on the floor, which I really prefer the sense of. I feel more stable personally if I keep that left knee bent. Breathe into it, exhale. Ebb and flow to the stretch. You could rock, dynamic, little cradle of a stretch. And then release. Cross at the ankles. Let both knees hug to chest. Or even just kick out those legs. So I like that little sense of kick and release. Wrist release, wrist shake, and little kick foot. This is good for the circulation, gets everything going, and releases any tension in the muscles. Then find stillness. Let the feet release back to the earth. Now gently roll up onto the sit bones. So you want to just squeeze the heels to the sit bones, rolling action, and then release the feet just about hip distance apart. Scoop the hands under the thighs, drawing the sternum forwards and feeling a sense of length through your spine. So notice if you tend to collapse the spine. If that happens, press the palms to the side, glutes, lift up, lengthen, gaze forwards, and just imagine a golden thread working its way from the inner pelvis up through the belly button to the crown of the head, and use that to lengthen. Even peel the shoulders back, open the heart. Now from here, we're going to work into curvature of the spine. So let's inhale. And as you exhale, see curve the spine, lift the arms, and hold an imaginary golden ball of energy. Use that golden ball to feel powerful and strong, and then lift the toes up so you get a deeper sensation of core activity. So you don't even need to press through the pads of the feet anymore because you're holding yourself up with the abdominals. From here we're going to find a straight spine, so inhale, exhale, straight spine, maybe release the arms a little wider. Breathe, inhale, exhale, C curve, hands come a little closer together, and we'll repeat that 3 times. So lifting up, straight spine, exhaling back, C curve, inhaling, straight spine, exhaling, C curve. Once more. Open and back. Now we're going to hold here, scoop the hands under the thighs, walk the feet closer to the heels. Now we're going to transition towards Ardha Parvattanasana. Take the hands gently behind the shoulders and then place the fingertips towards the sit bones. So the base of back of the wrists, inner wrists, are facing to the back of the mat. We're going to start off with the reverse tabletop shape of this asana. Draw the low belly in, press the feet, root them deeply down, inhale, and slowly exhale the hips high until they are in line to the knees. So you're seeing that knee, hip, shoulder alignment. You could soften the elbows, focus on pressing through the toes, focus on lifting the hips. Keep the gaze nice and neutral. If you'd like to gaze up and that feels okay, because the neck can continue from the spine safely, do so. And then inhale, exhale, we're going to drop the hip, activate the core and raise the hip. For this, I'm going to gaze forwards to stay nice and strong in the neck. And remember, you have an artery running from the heart through to the neck, to the brain. So you want to keep a really safe, stable neck in yoga. So I'm going to keep my gaze forwards for these. I'm going to keep pulsing the hips high. And we'll do 5 more. strength through the inner thighs, glutes engaged to lift. 3 more. Exhaling, inhaling. Finding all that inner strength. Last one. Slow engagement. Lifting up, peaking the pose, and then sinking the heels down and sit bones down as the toes lift. Relaxing chin and neck forwards, hands to shins. And now we're going to finalize on one last hold in the typical Hatha yogic sense, which would be pressing the palms down. Start by walking the feet in, lifting the hips high, and then we're going to lengthen the left leg long. Try and root through the foot. Draw the right leg long. Keep seeing how it feels to press through the feet, press the hips high, gaze up. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to finalize our sequence on some hip extensor work and side body stretches. Starting in seated position, drawing both feet to the left, so just that side sweep, letting the knees open and separate, coming to a Z shape in the low shins, and even allowing the shins coming to a little bit of a 90-degree angle to the thighs, and finding that length through the spine. So again, finding a nice sense of posture, visualizing that golden cord, lengthening or starting from the base of the pelvis, the bowl of the pelvis, up through the belly button, sternum, crown of head. So we're not collapsing through the spine, but instead lengthening. And when you're offering your spine that sort of length, you do naturally draw the low belly in, and the side obliques tend to wrap in a little. And relaxing the hands to the side, we're going to now work on relaxing this right leg, or when I say relaxing, it's going to feel not so relaxed because we're activating muscle groups, but just letting this right side leg release low towards the earth. And then as you inhale, even exhale and gently press it down so we're active. Take the right hand and press that down to the right. And now take your awareness to this left side shin and knee, and also the whole thigh. So the whole leg, we're going to now raise up, hover up and pulse. This left hand can just soften to the ribs. Breathe into it, inhale, exhale, lift. So that lift comes from engaging the muscles in that inner thigh area, the adductor muscles. We're getting into the hip extensor muscles, the side glute, and even reaching all the way up to the psoas. So it's a core to hip activating exercise, and we're just going to keep pulsing. Yeah, should feel pretty intense in a good way. Pulsing for 6, 5, it's really subtle pulsing for 3, just raising up about an inch and back down, 2, 1. Release and relax. Pressing now, walking the right hand to the side and reaching the opposite hand up and over. Soften to the right forearm. Deep stretch. Breathe into it. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching through to the fingertips. Coming back to neutral. Sweeping back to that knees ahead neutral leg position. Bringing both feet and sweeping them to the right this time. Finding the Z shape in the shins, finding that length in the spine, coming onto the left hand, starting to activate now into the right side muscles of the thigh and leg as you gently press and root down that left side shin and thigh. Coming to the pulses. So first of all, lifting the right knee up about an inch as you press the left hand to the mat, right hand can settle on the ribs, pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. Oh yeah, should feel active, feel good. So we're gently squeezing into that glute, right side, working the quad, thigh, hip extensors are working. Psoas is active for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh, I've got lots of sunshine coming in my window now, and 1, release down. Nice side body stretch, breathing into it, gorgeous. And then sweeping the feet back to neutral ahead of you, collapsing the spine over the thighs. And now everyone, we can take a well-earned Shavasana. Before Shavasana, we'll do one spinal twist. So sweeping yourself along the line of the mat, coming to arms extending forwards, taking that gorgeous longer, deeper inhale, curving the spine and exhaling down to the mat. Releasing onto your spine, shoulders are releasing down and back. Feet can walk in now. Can you tickle the ankles? Just take a moment to notice if the feet are nice and wide to the pelvis. Surrender the arms, hands, shoulders down. Breathe into the belly and start softening out the belly a moment. Take that lovely, nourishing inhale. And as you exhale, let the knees sweep to the left. Notice the feet are going to come to the side edge, so the base of the feet will lift. So my right side edge is lifted off the mat of the foot. Softening the belly, surrendering now to your spinal twist. So we're nourishing into the spine, the belly, releasing any tension. Super wonderful after all that core work. Now when we come back to neutral, low belly in, draw the knees back to where they came from and sweep to the other side. Focus on relaxing the belly, obliques. Relax your gaze, left or right side, wherever it goes comfortably. And just think of that wonderful vision of Buddha and the big bellied Buddha, the release of that fat belly, and give yourself that sensation of a released abdominal layer. So now we're just offering our spine, side obliques and core that gorgeous gentle massage. Long deep inhale, exhaling, drawing the low belly in, coming back to neutral. Surrendering now to a star, so simply sliding the legs long, so opening out to a star shape. Using this as our spiritual pose, spiritual asana, pentagon shape. Notice now, how do you feel? Maybe close your eyes. Take any gorgeous energy you can that you feel around you into your heart and soul. Maybe you can feel a healing white light surrounding you. Maybe take your mantra one last time. I am strong, I am calm, I am healing. Feet gently together, Shavasana, arms together. Maybe you'd like a warm blanket over your body or a gentle blanket over your eyes. Find comfort and start sinking your physical body now down to the earth. Letting go of the physical. Let go of the muscles, the legs, pelvis, spine, shoulders, arms, feet, hands releasing. Down to the core of the earth, just like sinking into a warm bath. And allow your soul to rise up for full Shavasana. And whatever you are still holding on to now, just let go. you slowly, gently come out of your Shavasana, draw your knees into chest, hug in. Slowly come to the left side as you use your right palm to press up. Maybe you'd like to come to the cross-legged seat. Feeling that sense of awakening now and awareness. Hands to Anjali Mudra, thumb to sternum. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. From the third eye to the heart to the hara. Namaste. For those of you watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe for the next class. Have a wonderful week.